What is going on, guys? How are you? I am here at a different location, a new location. I'm sure you probably recognize. I've been here before. This is. I'm in my mom's kitchen. I'm down visiting my mom. Hence the little dog, Allie. Allie, why are you sneezing? Hey, what's going on, guys? We got Autobot, Dead Vision, Robert, Maxwell, Bryson, James, Positivity, Robert, Jessica, Jackson. What's going on, Alex? Come here. Where Alex? Wee. Okay, oh, look at. Look at. Say hello to everyone. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Okay, put you down. Okay, here you go. Oh, there we go. All right, what's going on, guys? What's going on? The one and only W, Thanos versus Omni-Man. Thanos all day long. Thanos all day long. I think. Well, it depends. If you said Superman versus Thanos, I'd say Superman also, and Omni-Man is close to Superman. But if Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet, boom, that's over. Going to be done in 2 seconds. What's up, Lucky? Come on, how you guys doing? Got our panels all submitted for LA Con and San Diego Comic Con, so you guys can come meet us there. Very cool. Kellerman Comedy says it's Civil War without a doubt. Really, is it Civil War? I don't know. I might disagree with that. A lot of people like Winter Soldier better, although I think the ending where you can change your faces, I think is kind of a cop out. But good fight scenes. Best MCU movie. That's what we're going to get into. But first, let me just greet everyone in there, see how you guys are doing. Aaron Hinu, what's up, man? It says, hey, Aaron, how's your day? Today has been a crazy day. Been all over the place. But I am here. I'm down here at my mom's, hence the background's a little different. We're in her kitchen. This is where the Wi-Fi is best. So I thought I'd be here talking to you guys because yesterday when we Skyped, as you know, I was in the car and didn't have the best reception there. But here it's gonna be a little better. And I have my little stickies with me. So if you guys super chat over $10, I will put that right on my forehead. And so here we're going to talk about obviously the topic at hand, which is going to be what is the best MCU movie? What is it? Well, here you go. Here, let's start off with this. Which one? Also, if you guys have any questions, anything. Like I see you guys are throwing a lot of questions out there, and I like that, and suggestions, and I try to get to them and read them here and there. But if you super chat, I will be sure, and I always prioritize those, and I will definitely answer those. Isaac Ortiz comes in with a super chat, and he says, hey, Aaron, excluding the Avenger films and Civil War, because those should be rated differently, I say Winter Soldier. So that's what I think a lot of people, I think, Isaac, you're fairly pretty much right on the nose there. As far as what is the best one, let's do this first, guys. Let's talk about, instead of what is the best one, let's say which one did you like the most, because there is no wrong answer there. Okay, there's no wrong answer as far as which one did you enjoy more. And I'll be honest with you, I think the two that I enjoyed the most, it might be Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy, which are the two weird ones. They're the two weird ones. But I thought they had a lot of personality and I enjoyed them a lot. Trying to think like which other ones like really held my attention and were really, really good. I really enjoyed. I mean, there are parts of all the films that I enjoyed. I just love the soundtrack of Guardians of the Galaxy. Big fan of 70s music. But I think most people would say, what most people would say in here would be it's Infinity War and Infinity War game. Although I find most people like Infinity War more. And I think people say Civil War. I think people say Winter Soldier. I think those would be everyone's three favorites. Adam Cheney there says, I'm not a big fan of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really either. At first I liked him, but the problem is, and I think this is what they've kind of got wrong about all the Spider-Mans, they've never hit this note perfectly. And this is to me what defines Spider-Man and was so obvious in the 90s cartoon. Spider-Man is witty, okay? Don't get witty confused with funny. Yes, Tom Holland has a funniness about him, but it's this awkward, funniness. Like he's always like awkward and he doesn't know what to do. Spider-Man is supposed to be witty. He's comedic. That's what he uses as a defense mechanism. Toby wasn't funny at all. Toby just cried a lot. I'm not a big fan of Toby as Spider-Man. He's tiny. He wasn't witty at all. Andrew Garfield probably would be my favorite Spider-Man. Mainly because I doubled him, but which is kind of an unfair advantage. But he was witty. Now the problem is he was kind of an ass about it, though, which I didn't like. That if you could combine really Toby, Andrew, and Tom, that would be the best Spider-Man. That would be the best Spider-Man. Also, I think Andrew Garfield probably looked the most like it body-wise. A little leaner. Tom Holland's tiny. He's 5'5", like 110 pounds. And Toby's tiny too. I was at the premiere, Spider-Man 1, met Toby. I almost walked right past him. He was so small. The Spider-Man I like is the 90s. Although in the 90s, he was way too big, though. He was like, he was John Romita Spider-Man. Pretty stacked. But anyways, so while I do enjoy, I will say Michael Keaton in Homecoming, though, so good. Because Michael Keaton's just a great actor. I think Michael Keaton's probably one of the best actors to be in the MCU. You agree or disagree? Here we go. Kevin Cartagena. Oh, I think I got it. Thank you for saying that. I almost said hate. Phonetically how to say it. Also, guys, if you have a complicated last name, be sure and phonetically spell it. I'm bad at pronouncing the names, but I want to pronounce it. So Kevin Cartagena. All right. He says, my name is pronounced Cartagena in English and Cartagena in Spanish. Ooh, all right. My favorite MCU film changes on a day-to-day basis. I'm looking forward to Spider-Man 3 because of Alfred Molina returns as Doc Ock. I agree with you. I'm very pumped about it. And Andrew and Toby being in that film is going to be really, really exciting. I think it's going to blow everyone away. So I'm very excited for that. All right. Names going right on the forehead. As far as Marvel films I'm most looking forward to, yeah, Spider-Man, No Way Home. That's going to be super, super exciting. I like that a lot. Here we go. Clabano. There you go. Name right there. But I agree. And Dafoe is fantastic. He would have been a great Joker. Alfred Molina, great. Jamie Foxx would be great. And they'll do him right this time. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Kevin Cartagena or Cartagena. I hope I got that right. Aaron Hinu says Captain America: The Winter Soldier is my favorite. Now, I would say that probably has some of the best action in it. Some of the best. If you said what's the best action in all of the MCU, I would say Winter Soldier. And if you didn't know, our very own Amy Johnston, who was our Harley Quinn in Dying is Easy, and in the four-way battle where we fought Domino and fought Deadpool and Joker, she was Scarlett Johansson's Devil in that. How awesome is that? How super epically awesome is that? Boom. Aaron, he knew what's going on. So I would agree with you. I think that one has a lot of merits on it. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a huge fan of Chris Evans as Captain America. He's just not a very big dude. To me, Captain America has always been like super soldier serum, big dude. He goes from being tiny to big. And Chris Evans is not very big. He's my size. And I'm not a big, he's shorter than me. He's 5'11". He's 5'11", about 180, 185. I know this because I've tried on his outfit. What's really funny is it's really kind of a funny story about that, guys, is I was Stan Lee's official Spider-Man here on the West Coast. And whenever he did appearances, San Diego Comic-Con, so forth, things like that, I was his Spider-Man. And developed a friendship with Stan Lee over that. We're going to do a video on it, and that's why Stan Lee was in the beatdown. He was in there. That's why I asked him to be there. He loved it. He actually wanted to be in another beatdown. He actually wanted to be Stan Lee or someone, but I'll save that for another video. Anyways, so basically I'm on the Marvel payroll, and they know that I'm Spider-Man. Well, they also do that with Captain America, but they did that with like comic book Captain America, and the measurements for that comic Captain America was always 6'2", like 220, big dude. I would not be able to wear those outfits, being that I'm 6'1.5", 172 pounds. So, anyways, when Captain America came out, the Winter Soldier, and I have photos of this to prove all this. They basically wanted to start using the new Captain America outfit, and because now that's what people are going to be familiar with. They're familiar with the Captain America First Avenger and the Avengers one. So when they sent it over, they needed someone to wear it, but none of the Captain Americas could wear it because they're too big. It wouldn't fit them. They were way too big. So they called me in because they're like, Aaron, you actually are pretty close to Chris Evans' size. So I went in there, and it was tight. It was tight. It was really tight here because I'm an inch taller, a little more actually than an inch, about an inch and a half taller than Chris Evans. So it was kind of like tight this way. I could feel it riding on the shoulders. And then the area other, it was fine because he's got a really tiny waist like me. He has a 29, like a 29 waist. I have a 29 as well. 28, but he's not super big, and that's really obvious because if you watch, I think it's Winter Soldier or Civil War, I forget. When he goes to the funeral in that scene, if you ever look at him normally, he looks super like jacked, and I look jacked too with my shirt off. But then he put me in like regular clothes, and he doesn't. He looks very small at that funeral. You can tell he looks very thin and very, lean. Also, he wears smalls. Like in the thing, he wears a small. So, anyways, aside from all that, he just doesn't look big and towering the way that I picture Captain America to have always been growing up. But that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying he's a bad Captain America. I'm just not a big fan. I just think Captain America should be a big dude. He should be like Batman, big, But anyways, I digress. Garrett Jackson with Super Chat says, Yo, Aaron, I answered your Skype question. I work 10 to 4 tomorrow, so I'll have some fun other time. Anyway, I'm about to send the COD Zombies fan script to my professor. Nice. Definitely send that over. I'm excited for you to be sending that over. Garrett, I like all the progress that you're making, and I want to keep seeing the progress making. Never stop, because even if you're making an inch of progress, or 10 feet of progress, you're making progress, and that's all that matters. Just keep getting those first downs, and eventually you'll get to the end zone and score a touchdown, and then we'll just keep going. But anyways, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate that. Let me put you on my forehead here. I love when people comment with questions about filmmaking, because that's like, everything that I do. So it's wonderful to talk with people about that, Garrett Jackson here. And Liam, I see your question. We're going to get to that, Liam. I see that question. Thank you, Kevin. Garrett is taking on the new spot. Garrett, bam. Let's see real quicker. As far as what I was saying before, other great ones, I was not a fan of Avengers Ultron. I thought that was silly. It's like you have all the power in the world, and what you do is you have all the information, access all the information in the world, but you have this big, you lift up an island into this sky and then try to drop it, and it's like just launch all the nuclear codes. Come on, that's just silly. So I thought that was kind of silly. Also, there wasn't a better way to kill Quicksilver. You shot him. That's like the dumbest way for a speedster to die. Let's see what else. We're not a fan of Scarlett Jo as Black Widow. She's tiny. She doesn't speak Russian. She doesn't seem intimidating. I think that the girl they originally wanted would have been way cooler. I forget her name. She's married. She's in the movie Get Out. She's married to that guy. She was in the movie with The Rock just recently. She would have been way better, way more badass. Love Chris Hemsworth as Thor. He's great. I thought the first Thor was great. My friend Jamie Alexander was in there. She crushed it as Sif. She was also in the most recent Loki thing. And known her for years. Known her for like 10, 12 years. 2007, whenever that was. And then what other films? Oh, Black Panther. Black Panther is great. Love Chadwick Boseman, who sadly passed away a year ago exactly. I think today. He's great. Love Chadwick as Black Panther. Robert Downey's great, obviously very very enjoyable. Although I think Robert Downey almost set the wrong tone for the MCU, and you would think like Aaron, you're crazy. How did he set the wrong tone? The reason why I say that is he quips so much, and he's so funny and so talented and so entertaining. But I think they made every character like that, and I liked it when like just Spider-Man and like two other characters were funny because now the entire Marvel universe is funny. Even when they were like Captain America was cracking jokes, like, yeah, that's America's ass. Like I was like, come on, let's not make every character Spider-Man. So that's kind of like I love-hate relationship with that. Really enjoy Loki as a character. Let me see real quick. What are some other good? Let me go back to the super chats here, and you guys tell me which ones do you think, which are the best? What are your thoughts? Oh, I did not enjoy the Mysterio film. That film just took forever to get going, and then was just kind of like that movie felt like the first half felt like Scooby Doo. Actually, the whole movie felt like Scooby Doo, like a live action Scooby Doo with Spider-Man, which would be pretty cool. Have you ever seen Scooby Doo and Batman? The cartoon, that was kind of fun, but it was a cartoon, so you expect it to be kind of a kid show. The Spider-Man movies have felt very kid oriented, and that's I guess what they're going for, but like something a little more heavy, a little more adult. Incredible Hulk was all right. Oh, Thor Ragnarok, funny, enjoyable, very quippy. I just got down on all the things I don't like that they quip, but I think that quippiness kind of works, All right, Garrett Jackson comes in with another super chat. Says, so hopefully we can Skype soon. In other news, I just sent Lewis Black a rant for his rant. His due show telling about some BS that's going to work. That'd be super cool, man. If Lewis Black could rant about what you're ranting about, that would be super epic. Super epic. Super epic. Aaron Hinu, appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, now let's get into what Liam said. Liam comes in with a big time super chat. He goes, hey, chatted with Kevin Porter was great. Can't stick around long, but I want to stop by and say can't wait to chat with you next month. Much love. Cool, Liam. Very excited. I'll put Liam up here. And Liam, I have the pink stickies that go with your pink super chat there. So let me get these going. Also, guys, if you're wondering why I'm answering the super chats above everyone else, those, of course, take priority. These people are making it so that we can make awesome films all the time. So there we go. Another thing that I couldn't stand about End War is time travel. The time travel was so bad. It was like they just threw it in there because they had nowhere else to go. And then they actually went in the film and talked about how they were breaking the time travel rules, but they're like, technically those rules don't exist. No, they do exist. And the fact that you have to overly explain them in the film to write up the fact that you couldn't write yourself out of the hole that you wrote yourself into, no. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. All right, Ranger Hype Review says, I love Thor Ragnarok. Shows the debut of, I can never say the CGI character's name, because I think and another amazement is made showing Electro. Also got my message on Messenger. Okay, great. Well, okay, so Amazing Spider-Man 2, what you're talking about, Electro, with Andrew Garfield, not part of the MCU, but I'll be honest with you, there are parts of Amazing Spider-Man 2 that might be, I think, the best parts of Spider-Man ever. But we'll get into that in a rant later. We'll do like I'll do another video where we talk about like, the best Spider-Mans and anything like that. So, Joker X, he's got this. He's got me. He's got me as his avatar there, which is pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. Let me make sure I'm caught up on the super chats and make sure I didn't miss any. Okay, I think I'm caught up here. All right, I'm gonna read some of your guys. I'm gonna try to catch up on your guys' comments here. So if I go quiet for a second, it's because I'm listening to you guys. I'm reading you. Yeah, I think Chris Evans was a better Johnny Storm. I really liked him as Johnny Storm. My bro told me Batman is 6'6". Yeah, Kevin Porter is 6'6" in the outfit. That is accurate. Let's see real quick here. Paul says Chris Evans seems way bigger. He's not. He's not at all, sadly. But Chris Evans was a big Tom Brady fan. He's a big Beatles fan. So I like him. As Captain America, he's all right. But as a person, it sounds cool. Is Chris Hemsworth big enough? Okay, so here's the thing: he's not like he's a big dude, but he's not like massive. He's gotten really big though for his most recent film because he's playing Hulk Hogan. He's 6'2.5", I think, like 220, 225. So he's not. I mean, he's not small or average size or anything like that. He's still pretty big, but he's not like ginormous. You know, like Kevin Porter is 6'5", 245, giant. Let me see. Who should the next villain be? It should be definitely Doctor Doom. Definitely Doctor Doom. Hell yeah. Oh, we got another super chat. Priorities. It says right now and later. Hi, Aaron. Have you been watching the What If series? And if so, what are your thoughts on the episode so far? So, yes. I'll write it down. I was trying to figure out if I wanted to write your name now or write it later. Maybe I'll do both. Okay, here we go. So first episode was, wasn't a huge fan of the first episode. Did I write this upside down? Son of a monkey. Oh, I didn't. Fantastic. I wasn't a fan of that for the second episode. Was awesome. Obviously, it's great to just have Chadwick back. Thank you, Mr. Garrett Jackson. Much appreciated. You know, it was cool to have Chadwick back. I like the alternate reality. They punked Thanos though, like hardcore though. Like that was not cool. Like what they said when you're fighting a villain and he's the boss in the video game, that was Endgame. But then when you unlock him as a playable character, that was Thanos in the What If series. The series has been all right. I haven't enjoyed it as much as the other series. You know, it's been okay. It's fun though to do the What If. I think we could get into some more crazy What Ifs. You know what I'm saying? Then we can get something more into it, but we'll see. We'll see. Yes, K Green. Yes. Garrett Jackson comes back and dang it, Garrett, you just come back in. I just took you off my forehead, Garrett. Shinobi from 2022 and Kamen Rider Quiz of 2040, Kamen Rider Kakaya of 2021. For you guys that don't know, but some of you guys I'm sure do know because you come in here all the time, is Garrett always schooling me on Kamen Riders and Super Sentai so I can learn some things. So I just want to learn things. And I tell you, he has all the knowledge in the world. I should put him in touch with Mara Dacascos. They could probably talk about a few things, or, you know. We talked about a few things. Appreciate your super chat, Garrett. As always, you're always crushing it. Same thing with you to right now or later, and of course Liam. Terragas is the Hulk big enough? Of course he's big enough. He's the Hulk. They can CGI him however you want. You guys are asking about Godzilla vs. King Kong. Ugh. Where to even start with that movie? Where to even start? They're like, when did you teach King Kong sign language? When did you do that? What do you mean? When do you mean? He lives in a fake housing unit that is literally nothing but cameras and computer screens, and you watch him 24 hours. You explain that at the very beginning of the movie, and then 10 minutes later, you're shocked that she taught him sign language. And then he's on the ship, he's on the aircraft carrier, and he can't break out of the chains with his hands. but then literally he jumps from one aircraft carrier to the other and breaks the whole thing in half with his arms. Do physics mean nothing in this movie? Like literally nothing. That movie, I watched it with friends, and we were laughing the entire movie. Like, good golly. But I did enjoy it, though. And that's the big thing, guys. You can complain about a movie, you can point out its flaws, you can say that, it's garbage. Just like a Twinkie is garbage. But we all love a Twinkie, though. Delicious. So, it just depends, guys. You can bash something and still like it. Ronald Q, Star Trek The Next Generation versus the Beyonder. I'm a big fan of the Beyonder. I don't know if you knew that. I used to play his hero card when I played Overpowered Ronald. Oh boy, Ronald. Oh, I'd have to go with Beyonder because he has faced stronger adversaries. I always fall back to that. Ronald W. I'm gonna go. I know right now you're the last one right now. I can't do that. I'll take Liam off. Liam, you are appreciated. But now Ronald's up there. Ronald. Who should play Wolverine when they bring him to MCU? Whew. I don't know, but definitely not Hugh Jackman. Just forget that whole X-Men, that whole Bryan Singer X-Men thing. And, Bryan Singer. Just forget that whole. Who played? I thought that actually. But now he's Venom, so we can't do it. The guy who played Bane, Tom Hardy, because he's so tiny. He's 5'8". He's 5'8", like 180. Why the hell was he cast as Bane? Like, explain that to me. Even when they tried to do like low angles, blah blah blah, he still looked so tiny. Because he's 5'8" and a half, like 180. He's bite-sized Bane. Bite-sized Bane. And really, Eddie Brock is supposed to be bigger too, but I'll let that go. Ranger Hyperviews comes in, says, almost forgot. I got a request from Tommy. Click from the last live chat, and if I could do Mortal Kombat Katana or Street Fighter Chun-Li, if he ever uses me. Oh, snap. I'd have to go with Katana over Chun-Li, even though Chun-Li is more popular. She never goes for the kill, and Katana always goes for the kill. So you'd have to say that her Killer Instinct, different game, Kilgore, would be higher. But I would hope Chun-Li would win. I would be voting for Chun-Li. Although Tatiana dressed up as Katana was very good. Aspiring legend. You're aspiring. So what's up, Aaron? I've been a fan of Bat in the Sun and your fan films for years. I'm just logging in, so I'll say I like the Spider-Man MCU movies. Very nice. I think Michael Keaton crushed it, and I also really enjoyed Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I would have loved to see him as Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. That would have made the Spider-Man movies so much better, I think, the original ones. What's funny is that he's so much bigger than Tobey. They compare them to a lot, but Jake Gyllenhaal is funnier, wittier, and a lot bigger than Tobey. I would have liked to see that. I think another thing that the Spider-Man movies in the MCU have gotten wrong, or not wrong, just not as good, is the outfits. You can't disagree with this. I'd be shocked if you could. The Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi designed Spider-Man suit it's perfect. I think it's the best Spider-Man suit ever created, even better than the comics. I think they improved upon it. It's amazing looking. It's the outfit that I wore when I did my Spider-Man appearances with Stan Lee, even though I was Andrew Garfield's double in the game, or just did all the motion capture for him. And then the Andrew Garfield ones are just kind of, they don't even like emboss. They're just very bland. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for that aspiring legend. I appreciate that. And thank you for being a fan of me and have all those kind words. Ronald Weisberger. Not Burger, Weissenberg. I got excited and hungry. He says Popeye versus Bane. Well, if you're going to take Tom Hardy Bane, I think Popeye would win. Now take Robin Williams Popeye Bane and take Tom Hardy Bane. Both about the same size. I'd almost go Popeye. Now, if you're going Bane from the comics, of course, would win. But I see why you did that, because one has Venom and one has spinach. That was not Popeye's theme. Because I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. There it was. Yes, Bane from Batman Robin was more accurate. And his daughter, oddly enough, went to my high school. Who now has an OnlyFans, I believe. Small world. All right, Kevin Cartagena. Oh, I'm learning. Perhaps an unpopular opinion, but I kind of want to see Tom Hardy play Captain Picard in a Star Trek movie reboot. Oh, not bad. Not bad. You wouldn't want the guy who played it in who played young Professor X, because he's already used to playing young Patrick Stewart, right? The Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. That one is pretty cool too. I wish the lens. Have you ever seen that suit with different lenses? It looks pretty cool with different lenses. I'm just gonna say it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I like it. Leonardo DiCaprio's Wolverine. Are you crazy? No. And you need someone that's not as pretty. Wolverine's supposed to be kind of ugly, kind of rough, kind of hairy, and stocky. I don't know. I don't know who could play Wolverine. I don't know, but he's got to be shorter though. He's got to be shorter. That's right, Shane. Tom Hardy was in Star Trek Nemesis, which is a weird one. Am I a fan of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine? Okay, so I'll take these off here right now or later. Appreciate you. And Garrett Jackson and Ronald Weisenberg, thank you. Remember, if you guys want to get shit on my forehead, super chat. What I think of Hugh Jackman. Okay. So I think Logan, first of all, the movie Logan, might be the best superhero movie in the last 20 years. Okay. Which shows you how highly I think of him. I think he almost should have been nominated for an Oscar for that. I thought he did a great job. I thought Hugh Jackman was phenomenal. I think in the face, Hugh looks good. But they need to make Hugh look small. He looks super tall. I've met Hugh. He's like 6'2". He's very tall. And Wolverine, literally created by Len Wein, was created with a short man's complex and for short people, because there's no representation of short people. Everyone is tall. Gambit, Cyclops, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash. All of them are tall. Wolverine was created to be short. Now, if you're like, I don't care about that, well, you should, because it literally defines the characters. Because when you meet a lot of short people, they have short man's complex. Also, Wolverine has a temper. I don't know, like, a temper is different than just being angry all the time. I'm angry. A temper, I don't know if you guys know that's a temper. The temper is like you're all sitting around eating sandwiches and suddenly someone flips over the table and you're like, what the hell just happened? And you're like, well, Steve has a temper and he lost it. And you're like, oh my God. So that is what's, you got to watch out for that. Anyways, Ronald Weiser versus the $6 million man versus the Bionic Woman versus Cyborg. Okay, first of all, Cyborg would crush him. This is a good one, by the way, Ronald. Cyborg, you just fight Darkseid. The $6 million man and the Bionic Woman fought bank robbers, and Cyborg would crush them, both of them, in a compressor, and then would recycle them. But really, the real question is the $6 million man or the Bionic Woman. That's what you're looking at. And I would go the Bionic. I would go the $6 million man. No, the Bionic Woman. No, I don't know. They're both equally as lame. Not from the 70s. Which doesn't necessarily make them lame, because my favorite TV show is from the 70s, 80s, 90s. It is Columbo. Who here has seen Columbo? Thanks, Garrett Jackson, for your super chat. Garrett Jackson comes in and says, just sent you an email on the Henshi. Honestly, I like Shinobi the best, Kakai in the second, and Quiz absolutely sucks. Well, who likes Quiz anyway? I don't know who that is. I'm catching up on the questions. Hey, Aaron. Oh, I was so close. I was going to read one. Oh, hey, Aaron. Any updates if you can schedule time for a podcast? Yes. So so bad. My schedule is so crazy. Email me again. Attention, Aaron podcast, all capitals in the subject. I think that's the best way to do it. Braun says Peter Falk was a legend. April Van Ryan says Columbo is fire. Il Matrix, a detective show. It's good. I love it. Aspiring legend. Dear Marvel, please don't screw up No Way Home. I don't think they will. I think it'll be good. I mean, the fact when there's the moment at the end when Toby and Andrew Garfield appear, everyone's going to lose their freaking minds. So, Sid says, Aaron, I missed it. What is your favorite? My favorite MCU movies, Guardians of the Galaxy and Ant-Man, I think. And best fight scenes go to Winter Soldier. There are three MCU films that I haven't seen, though, guys. Because I just realized I haven't seen Captain Marvel. Heard terrible things about it. It looked kind of boring. Although it takes place in the 90s, and I love the 90s. That was my jam. And then I didn't see Doctor Strange, and I heard that was great. I really want to see that. That's on my list. And then the new one, the Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. But that hasn't even been out yet, though, right? I don't think that's out. Oh, and Thor: The Dark World. I haven't seen that either. No. I saw. No, I did. I just don't really remember it because it was just kind of like, bleh. Now you guys are asking about other Marvel movies. Okay, first of all, when I was a kid and when Blade came out in 1998, Blade was so good. Still pretty good, actually. The fight scenes are miraculous. Blade 2, Blade 3, cool. Netflix shows, Daredevil was great. I really couldn't make it through any of the other ones. And I couldn't make it even through Daredevil Season 2. But I made it through Daredevil Season 1. I really like Daredevil Season 1. Punishers. I watched the 2 movies. They're alright. I went saw them once. I didn't need to see them again. First X-Men was cool in its day, but looking back on it now, it doesn't hold up. Terrible character development, terrible costumes, terrible action, terrible plot. What's good in those movies, aside from the fact that they brought in Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart and Famke Janssen? The guy that played Cyclops was so tiny. Not good. Not a fan. So, yeah, X2 was better. X3 was worse. I enjoyed First Class because they had their yellow and blue outfits, which was pretty cool. I see you guys with a lot of questions. Be sure and super chat, and I will answer those for you guys. Or I'll definitely make sure. Yeah, terrible saber. Terrible. So, the Joker with my avatar. You were to never change that avatar. It's so cool. Hey, Aaron, I have an idea. If WB gave you the budget for one episode of The Flash at $4 million, you could potentially make your own Batman live-action miniseries with each episode. So it costs $100,000. I know. How amazing would that be? I would make. This is my pitch to Jeff Johns. I want to make a Batman series on HBO Max. That's kind of like Columbo. Every week he's solving detective work, but on a higher, more sophisticated level. Come on, guys. You got to hashtag. You got to sign those. Whatever that thing is, petition to get me to direct a series for Warner Brothers. How epic would that be? Also, I gotta put Joker XD on the forehead. Oh, yes, Joker. Very good. There we go. Also, if you want a Joker shout out, be sure and super chat. And I'll get it done for you. Ooh, it looks like Ronald came in there. What's going on, Ronald? I like it. I like that you're so active in the chat. I see you post all the time on our Facebook. I see you, Ronald. Look at that smile. Ronald says, who would find the ultimate vaccine for COVID-19 if they were real? Tony Stark, Bruce Wayne, Lex Luthor, Reed Richards, Victor Von Doom, or Kirk Connors? Okay, that's a great question. We're going to spend some time on this question. So that's a great question. We're going to go through this big time here, guys. So I wonder who in the room here has been vaccinated and not been vaccinated. Don't get into that. It'll get political and it'll get really intense. It could get crazy. Let's avoid any sort of political argument. We don't want that. Let's all stay positive and just hope that everyone stays happy and healthy. So if Dr. Kirk Connors did it, you would get the vaccine, and then about 3 or 4 weeks later, you'd get all scaly and grow a tail. So you can't trust Kirk Connors. No. Victor Von Doom definitely put some sort of microchip in there, and he wants you to move to Liberia. But he's smart enough to figure out it, though, for sure. And so is Kirk Connors. Reed Richards, I think he figures it out. He figures it out, and not only does he figure it out, he doesn't give it to big pharmaceutical companies because he knows that they're going to use it to make bank, get money, be manipulative, all that kind of garbage. I think Reed Richards figures it out and somehow puts it in the atmosphere so we all just breathe it in and are immune, and then we're all great. Actually, I'm surprised that doesn't happen in the comics anyways, that he hasn't done something like that to immunize everyone from just getting the regular flu. Bruce Wayne would figure it out. But he's not really that kind of guy, though, actually. He's the biggest strategist in the comic books, but that's about fighting. As far as figuring out a vaccine, he could rely on Lucius Fox to do it, but it would take Wayne some time to do it, and then he would probably sell it. Not sell it, he'd make it free. He would donate it, but it still would be a vaccine where you have to blink, get jabbed. Lex Luthor would figure it out, of course, but he would charge an arm and a leg for it, and he would probably make it like 9 shots and give you like a booster shot every other year so he could make bank off you, because that's what Luthor would do. Tony Stark would also figure it out, and he'd probably want to put it in the atmosphere as well. He might be a little more agenda-based with it because he's kind of that way. He's a little sneaky, a little manipulative, but he would obviously do good things with it. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Let me know if what I said makes sense. And Ronald, that was a great question. Loved it. April Van Ryan, for your series, because damn, also at your mom's and live stream. Bro, I feel like there's another super chat that I missed because I don't fully understand the context. But it says, for your series, because damn. And also at your mom's and live stream, bro. Which, April, but it's always weird when girls say bro. It confuses me. It makes me think that you're a guy. I don't know. But thank you for that super chat. I gotta put your name. That was me scooting the chair forward. I gotta put your name on my forehead, and I gotta spell it with a Y. April VR. Yeah. Oh no. What a dim fell. Here we go, ready? Shabam. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. Oh no. April VR. Thank you, April. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what your super chat meant there. Let me catch up, guys. I know the super chat too. K Green says, I know Legend of the White Dragon is in post-production, but can you put it back on Kickstarter and Indiegogo so we can get more rewards, or is it too late? Yeah, we might do that. We also are going to do it for the comic book as well. So we're going to open up our store. So we'll get that going. But thank you, K Green. I will get that going. Also, Poison Ivy probably figure out a cure for COVID or a vaccine or whatever. Oh, somebody want the Joker voice. Give me something to read. Super chat me what to read, and I'll do it. I always do that, guys. I'll open another super chat. From Ranger Hyperviews. Punisher is now renewed for a 3rd season after being canceled another season to Daredevil to even crossover with Spider-Man. This makes 14 spent again. Is that for sure? Did that really happen? Let's look this up. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to look this up, but I don't see it. Let's see real quick here. I don't see anything on Punisher. Did Punisher get renewed? I'm totally missing it. I don't see it. I don't see anything on there right now. But Thomas, an actor, I forget his name. He doesn't actually say Thomas Jane. He does a good job. Ronald Weissenberg says Buffy, Sumners, and company, including Spike versus Vandal Savage. Oh, Vandal Savage, crush him. Oh, that would be a really good season though. Like that, that'd be a really good season of that'd be a really good season of Buffy. But Vandal Savage would rock him. Take him down. Take him downtown. I think, right? He's just so powerful. Let me catch up. All right, April Van, have a good one. Work approaches. Have a good night. I think I'm catching up. Hold on. I think I'm caught up. Oh, no, I missed one. Bad Mexican 13. What is your opinion of Scott Adkins looking like Boyka character from his Undisputed films as Kraven the Hunter? I think he'd be perfect cast. I agree. I think he'd be great. I think the guy that cast Aaron is not. Nah, I mean, he'll be all right, but this one right here, much better. Very cool. I think Kevin Porter would be a good one too. But Bad Mexican, I think it'd be great. I think you're perfect on that. I would definitely be all about that if they cast him. Alrighty, here we go. Daredevil is the best thing to come out of the MCU. I don't disagree with you. Because I watched the whole first season. I don't know if I could watch a whole season of Thor or, a lot of those characters. But Daredevil I could. Although Daredevil as a character was really boring, though. That's kind of the point. Daredevil was boring in the comics. But, Battle of the Vampires. Blade. Yeah, Blade would win. Versus Selene. Versus Morbius. Versus Dracula. I give it to Blade. I give it to Blade all day. So, did you guys hear that? Lucky Coin says Jason Momoa is Aquaman perfectly cast. I don't know if he's perfectly cast. I think if Jason Momoa was Lobo, he would be perfectly cast. I mean, Aquaman of the comics is a white dude with blonde hair. Now, I'm not saying that Jason Momoa wasn't a great Aquaman, but in terms of perfectly cast, you'd have to reference the comic books, and he don't look anything like the comic books. He's Hawaiian like me. Thanks, Joe Christie. Thanks, Ron Weisberg, and thanks, April. VR. So I don't know if he's perfectly cast. I think he'd be perfect as Lobo, though. Who agrees? Come on. I think he'd be perfect. Do you agree? All right, guys. I usually end the stream or finish the stream off with the Joker quote. So if you got anything for Joker to say, let's make it happen. But I always like to kind of end it. We got about another 10 minutes here, and then I got to vamos. But I think we agreed. Well, I think I already said what my favorite ones would be. Oh, John Morrison as Lobo. Yeah. I haven't personally known John. John would be a great Lobo. Even it just has the personality of Lobo, except for being lewd. John's not lewd. John's very respectful. But get John Morrison as Lobo, and then get Doug Jones back as the Riddler. Be pretty good. So you got a lot of good options here, but none of you are super chatting for it. It makes me sad. Say, do you believe you will? Why so serious? Oh, aspiring legend. I heard Charlie Cox's Daredevil might be in Spider-Man 3. I would love that. I love that show. Aspiring legend. I agree. I would love that as well. I would be super pumped for that. I've heard things. but I can't confirm the validity to them. Thank you, Aspiring Legend. Joker XD, you know I love you. He says Plastic Man versus Mr. Fantastic. We win. Mr. Fantastic, he's just so much smarter. Plastic Man is just funny. Jim Carrey would have been a great Plastic Man back in like the 90s, but the effects would not have been good. He'd have to be Plastic Man now. But Mr. Fantastic. You could take Mr. Plastic Man, the Elongated Man versus Mr. Fantastic, and they would still lose. Mr. Fantastic would win. Would you put John Z as Captain America? He's more the right size, but he doesn't have the look, though. You know, the acting chops. Chris Evans is much better acting chops. Much better acting chops. Let's see. Who just messaged me? Someone just messaged me and I missed it. Look at that cool Batman statue. Epic. So epic. Anyways, all right, guys. Body-wise, yes. Body-wise, yes. All right, here we go. I'll do a little Joker, and then I gotta bounce out of here. Oh, April came in. April came in right here with Super Chat. Here we go. I will never kill you, Betsy, but I will take you to the end of Earth and back. Our bond is unbreakable. All right, here we go. I'll do this, and then I'm going to get a bounce. All right. You're welcome, Ronald Weisenberg. Sorry for previously not saying it right. Weisenberg. You're welcome. All right, here we go. I got two different super chats here now for what to say as Joker. So here we go.
Oh, I will never kill you, Betsy, but I will take you to the end of the earth and back. Our bond is too unbreakable. It'll be you and me forever.
And then, oh yeah, do Joker saying I'm Joker. What kind of experiment?
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am the Joker. Oh, hear those sirens? I guess I best be going.
Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully that was kind of fun. But it is time now to get some sleep. Anyways, I enjoyed Jessica Jones, Jinx. I watched. That's actually one of the seasons I watched. I enjoyed that very much. Charlie Cox. Yeah, he's not bad. I think he's pretty good. Anyways, guys, appreciate you. I'm going to hopefully be back on tomorrow night around the same time at the same location. Maybe during the day as well. I don't know. But always love chatting with you. Hopefully you agreed with most of the things I said. But if you didn't, that's okay too. We can disagree. People get so hung up now on not being able to disagree on things. We all want what's best for everyone, and that's the main thing we all agree on. So, anyways, have a wonderful night. I look forward to chatting with you guys tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow we'll debate who's the best Superman or what's the best Spider-Man movie. Those could be fun. Anyways, guys, appreciate you. Talk to you later. Have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Hit the gym and eat something healthy. Drink lots of water. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.